In the small village of Bethany, just a couple of miles from Jerusalem, lived a family Jesus held dear, Lazarus and his two sisters, Martha and Mary. Their home was a sanctuary for him, a place of warmth and friendship away from the growing hostility of the religious leaders. But one day, a shadow fell over this happy home. Lazarus became gravely ill, his life slipping away with each passing hour. In desperation, Martha and Mary sent a messenger to Jesus, who was preaching across the Jordan River. The message was simple, filled with a desperate hope. "Lord, the one you love is sick." They didn't command him to come. They simply trusted that their plea, rooted in love, would be enough. But Jesus' response was puzzling. He told his disciples, "This sickness will not end in death. No, it is for God's glory, so that God's Son may be glorified through it." And then, he stayed where he was for 2 more days. Imagine the sisters' agony. Every hour that passed felt like an eternity. They watched the road, their hope dwindling as Lazarus' condition worsened, until finally, he drew his last breath. They prepared his body, wrapped him in linen cloths, and laid him in a stone tomb. For 4 long days, grief hung heavy in the air. Friends and neighbors came to comfort them, but the one person they longed for most was absent. Finally, Jesus decided it was time to go to Bethany. He told his disciples plainly, "Lazarus is dead, and for your sake, I am glad I was not there, so that you may believe. But let us go to him." When they arrived, the village was still deep in mourning. Martha, ever the practical one, heard Jesus was coming and rushed out to meet him on the road. "Lord," she cried, her voice thick with sorrow, "if you had been here, my brother would not have died. But I know that even now God will give you whatever you ask." Jesus looked at her with deep compassion and made a declaration that would echo through eternity. "Your brother will rise again." Martha thought he meant on the last day, at the final resurrection. But Jesus corrected her, saying, "I am the resurrection and the life. The one who believes in me will live, even though they die." Mary, overwhelmed by her grief, had stayed at home. When she heard Jesus was asking for her, she ran to him and fell at his feet, weeping. The sight of her raw, unfiltered pain, and the sorrow of all those who had come to mourn with her, moved Jesus to his core. The scriptures tell us that he was deeply moved in spirit and troubled. As they led him to the tomb, the Son of God wept. The tomb was a cave, sealed with a massive stone. "Take away the stone," Jesus commanded. Practical Martha protested, "But Lord, by this time there is a bad odor, for he has been there for days." Jesus gently reminded her, "Did I not tell you that if you believe, you will see the glory of God?" So they rolled the stone away. Jesus looked up to heaven and prayed aloud, not for his own sake, but for the crowd standing there. Then, he gathered his strength and shouted with a voice that seemed to shake the very foundations of the earth, "Lazarus, come out." A gasp rippled through the crowd. From the darkness of the tomb, a figure emerged, shuffling forward, still bound hand and foot in his burial wrappings, his face covered with a cloth. It was Lazarus, alive. Awe and terror mingled on the faces of the onlookers. "Take off the grave clothes and let him go," Jesus said calmly. That day, death itself was put on notice. Many who witnessed this incredible miracle put their faith in Jesus. But this ultimate display of divine power also sealed his fate, igniting the final plot that would lead him to his own cross and resurrection, proving once and for all that he is, indeed, the resurrection and the life. Thank you for watching. Just as Jesus declared over Lazarus, remember that your current struggles are not the end. This challenge is not unto death. This period of waiting is not unto destruction. Hold on to hope, for new life is coming.